Uh-oh. Am I gonna make it in time? 6? 3? Uh-oh. 0. Uh-oh. 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 This might be a death. This might be a death. Nope. Oh, no. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to my next episode playing Subnautica Below Zero. I am Mar, and I just got a message saying that, yes, I had found an egg while I was out and about, and I was like, I don't know what this one is, so I decided to throw it inside here and see what it is, and of course it's a lily paddler. Not exactly my favorite creature in the world, but if I remember correctly, when we hatched an egg with a hostile creature in one of my previous versions, playthroughs of the game, it wasn't hostile, like, to me. So, it's a very teeny tiny little baby thing here. Let's just grab this, and we're gonna take it outside and see if it's hostile there. Oh, and also, I noticed more of these fevered peppers are actually growing. I think, didn't it have like only 2 last episode? There's like, what, 5 or 6 now? So that is good. I will probably want to get maybe more of these grown, as well as some plots for that other plant, whatever that, I can't remember what it's called. But it was the one that we got from Maida. So let's come out here, and that's all for the purpose of making salads. So let's see. I don't want to be too close to the roof here. How about just... Oop, hello. Are you hostile? Are you gonna go cray-cray on me? You are not. How much you want to bet it's just gonna wander off, though? Probably. If not, though, we do have a little bit of a passive pet here. Hello. Oh, it's totally heading for the doorway. Bye. Bye. Oh, you came back. I wonder if it does have a sense of, like, home. That would be interesting. Anyway, we'll see if he sticks around or not. So I went out and spent another hour trying to locate the upgrades for the afterburner and horsepower upgrades for the sea truck, and I was unsuccessful. I finally got so tired of it because I was certain that I'd looked everywhere. I went to the wiki and I used the console commands to go to every single coordinate that was listed for any of the sea monkey nests, even if they were sea monkey nests for other recipes, which brings me to I didn't want to forget about this part. I did actually find the propulsion cannon this way, so it's a little cheaty off camera, found that way, but I mean, I wasn't really going to miss it anyway. In any case, I found a few components that I'd already finished getting the recipe for, so I got some titanium off of those. I found the propulsion cannon, but that was it. I did not find the horsepower upgrade or the afterburner upgrade anywhere. So I decided to load up the game in another, like a new version of the game, new world save. And I went to those locations specifically for those 2 components, and they were there. And I scanned them. It didn't actually announce that I got the recipe, like when I would scan the second part of it, but it was, still, it did actually give me the recipe, so that part worked. I think I'll do a little bit of building while we chat here instead of just standing there staring at nothing. Yes? So let's see. What is that plant called? Do I have it in the fridge? I don't think I do. No, I think I have it over here in organics. Yeah, Preston's plant leaf. Good in salads. Oh, wait. Didn't we plant... What's this? No, this is something else. It did actually fit. It's clipping a little bit into the shelving here, but it's not too bad. Oh, goodness. That is a teeny tiny version of Yeah, I was pretty sure that Preston's plan was right. That I'd planted it somewhere. Well, it honestly is too big for that plant. Is it just me or does it make it look like Is that pot, like, tipping over? Or are they... I guess they're all like that. Okay. Oh, that plant is way too big for that. In any case, it did give me 3 of these. I think if you put it in a larger size plot, like the indoor grow bed, it would probably end up being quite a bit bigger. I don't know if it would have more fruit on it, though, and it honestly is kind of easier having it like this, because I always had a hard time getting those out, because of how low the leaves would be. You know, I'd have a hard time getting an angle, so I actually kind of like the idea of planting more of these like this. So We got space for one in each plot. In each pot, I mean. So yeah, we'll grow more of those. And maybe continue doing more. I bet I could, yeah, fit in a little bit more. Because if we can get some salads going before we head to the mainland, that architect artifact in the background over there, that would be kind of nice. So is it one leaf and one pepper? Is that the recipe? I might want to put another one of these fabricators back there. Sustenance? Fruit salad. Okay, anyway, getting back to it, since I was able to confirm that the sea monkey nests here in my world were not, I guess they were bugged out or something. I scanned all three for both, or at least I went to all three of both of them. There was nothing there for me to find, which means I already scanned them all, or they simply never spawned in the first place. So I went ahead and used the console commands to give me the recipes. So that means that we can make all of these things, essentially. Because we got enough glass or quartz last time, I can go ahead and make these. I got the lithium that I needed to make the plasteel ingot for the sea truck docking module. And now we have the upgrades and the propulsion cannon that we can make. So let's start off working on all of these. Alright, so I wanted to start with a round table in here. Now I do want enough space, though, for some chairs. Would I use swivel chairs here? Or maybe I should use... maybe an office chair. Maybe that would be more appropriate in here. So maybe here. I don't think I left myself nearly enough space. I guess that'll have to do. Where is vending machine? Oh, I need more titanium. They've grown. Excellent. Let's grab all of these. Okay, see, like, it had enough time for that entire thing, all three of those plants to grow and produce fruit. This one still hasn't, so I'm wondering if they can't regrow their fruit. Like, I have to destroy this and replant it. If that's the case, man, you gotta be really careful when you're playing the game that you don't, like, eat all the fruit directly. Otherwise, you'll never be able to make... because if you go over there to Maida's and you destroy all these ones by taking their fruit, taking their leaves, eating their fruit without realizing you can plant it, you can't plant the leaves, and once you use them, they're gone too. I think I'll maybe plant something else in here. I'll have this wall here be my Preston's plant wall. And I'm going to need more of these too, I think. But I definitely think that I want to put a fabricator at this end in the kitchen room, because it looks like I'm going to be making a lot of salad in my future. Okay, we also wanted a vending machine. Is there enough room to just kind of squeeze one back here? So the kitchen is suddenly feeling kind of full. At the moment, anyway. Okay, so I have the materials to make the docking module already prepared, as well as technically the architect's skeleton. It's just, I guess I could put that on there, just so I know. But let's see. We need to find out what's necessary to make both of these upgrades and the propulsion cannon. So let's see. Wiring kit, battery, titanium. Well, that's pretty basic. Advanced wiring kit, lubricant, lithium. I really don't like those advanced wiring kits, but I'm sure I've got the materials. Normal wiring kit, power cell, 2 lithium, 2 crystalline sulfur. Do I have any sulfur? If I do, I feel like it'd be over here. Okay, yes, we do have a few. Not too many, but that's okay. Okay, I think that I have everything. Wait, no. I need one more lithium. One more lithium. So I need 1 for one of the upgrades and 2 for the other upgrade. Right. Let's see. I want to keep on trying to harvest as often as I can. Okay, so these things, 90% grown, and these ones still have not repopulated, which I was kind of expecting, but that's okay. And just because it is really tedious to constantly come over here, what do we need to make another fabricator? 2 titanium, 2 copper, 2 quartz. Ugh, I'm almost out of quartz again. Okay, where do we want to stick this thing? Maybe right next to the coffee maker? That seems like a reasonable location. Okay, so these things just finished growing in the last few moments. I just went in there and made the fabricator. The fruit automatically populate the moment that they reach full growth, and these things still haven't, like, repopulated themselves, so I'm not really sure what to expect there. That being said, until these other things have finished growing, I don't really need the fruit or the leaves, because I've still got fruit and leaves in here. So I'm just going to leave them as is, and we'll just see what happens. In any case, I think we can go ahead and craft all of the 4... Oops, wrong room. All 4 of the things that we're tracking, the main things anyway. Are the upgrades in here? Yes. 1 afterburner and 1 horsepower upgrade. And then I think the propulsion cannon's probably right here at the normal fabricator. Yep. Which just leaves going up to our mobile vehicle bay to make the docking module. Also, did want to mention, I got some more ion cubes. I don't remember, I think I found 2 new ones. There was a sea monkey nest that was in an area, I think in the kelp region, that I hadn't been to before. And it had an architect location. I scanned it, there was no dialogue at all. But I did find the 2 data cubes, or ion cubes, sorry, sitting right next to it. Also, at another nest, there was a databank entry. But I don't think, yeah, it was just one of these. It was just a text one, so there's no voice, like, log to listen to. Are we having, like, a solar eclipse? It's, like, really dark right here. It's stormy. Yeah, I think it must have been an eclipse because it was really dark here, but the sky was still illuminated despite the storm. Interesting. Also, these lily pads, I'd be very curious to see if you could get a functioning base built here. I may want to do that. Maybe when the series is over, we have like a little challenge sort of a thing, see how many crazy places we can build bases. That might be something I'll have to give some consideration. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. Let me know down in the comments. Alright, let's just plop this on the back end. Whew, barely any room here. But there should be enough room to bring up the prawn suit. And then we need to get some supplies together in preparation for going to the mainland. I want to make some health kits here. I think that'll be probably a really good idea. That's one thing I always find out that I'm, like, short on, just because it's so tedious to go make them. I really like the original Subnautica, where you just had something giving it to you automatically every so often. Okay, I've topped off my supply of batteries, power cells, food, water, health kits, med kits, whatever they're called.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I did need to recharge this one, though. We only have, like, I've got some power cells and batteries spare in the sea truck and the prawn suit, just as in cases. In our inventory, I think I'm only going to have 1 of each floating around, because we're fresh out over here. But that's kind of okay. I've actually put them on the tracker up here. I want to start getting into the ion power cell stuff and ion cubes, or ion batteries. We've only got 10 ion cubes, though. Currently, that's enough to make 10 batteries or 5 power cells. I don't think I'll make any of these this episode. I want to kind of see how much we can get from the mainland before we go into this, and also see... I'm very cautious because in one of the early versions of the game, it was possible you needed ion cubes in order to make tablets, the kinds that we would use to get into the architect locations in the first game. I think they patched that out. I think that entire functionality was removed. So any ion cubes you come across, in theory, you can go ahead and turn them all into batteries, but I'm just a little paranoid, and I would like to wait a little bit longer before we go that far. And realistically, the normal batteries and power cells should tide us over in the meantime. I think the only thing that remains then is just to make a few more of our salads. Also, I don't know if it'll work. Let me try something. Maybe we'll try it with something relatively basic. Let's see, we're going to need a wiring kit in order to make an ion power cell anyway. Let me go ahead. What I did, and maybe it depends on what I'm actually crafting. Maybe it was just a fluke, but I had crafted something, then I walked away so that it stays on the station over there. See, it says crafting of wiring kit is complete, ready for pickup. But when I had that like that, I was crafting something. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a new power cell because, yeah, and I needed to use a power cell in order to make one of the upgrades. So I needed to replace my power cell. Over here, it behaves as though I can cook, that I can craft anything. It won't actually, like, let me. But it behaves as though I could. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Okay, I put in a bug report about this. Even though you can't... I think I actually had the resources for that, so don't panic. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay, so I just grabbed those. Even though it behaves as though you can't actually craft anything, but it still looks weird. Alright, these are almost done. You know, I'm tempted to just kind of stand here for a few minutes, make a bunch of salads, take them with us. What do you think? It shouldn't take too much more. It's just like 6% at the longest. I'm certain these things are not regrowing. This definitely does not look like they are, and I'm gonna need the leaves now, so... I am curious about one thing, though. In the previous version of the game, you had been able to make the thermos. Where is that in here? That's still a thing, isn't it? Here it is. Oh, I need glass. I thought it was 2 titanium. Definitely gonna have to get more quartz. But in the original, or in one of the early versions of the game, you could make a thermos, but it only had like 2 drinks worth or whatever, and then it was done. I wonder if it's still going to be like that now. It does have slot for 2 of these. This is a good way to keep us warm and hydrated. I did remember just now, we're going to be getting into the snow fox here. We should start preparing for that. Unfortunately, the snow fox takes 2 magnetite. I only have 1. Does anybody remember where that stuff's found? Alright, I think we're about ready to head out. I looked up magnetite real quick. It is acquired from random ore veins, so I don't know which ones to be looking for. And the deep lily pad's cave. Well, we're basically there pretty nearly already. It's basically right outside our door.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. So we shall, I think, quickly grab one before we go. Maybe a couple if we find extras. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty important to do that before we leave. Also, I'd walked off and forgotten to get my my thermos. So here, let's see. How does this work? 1 drink and it's gone. Like, who wants to walk around with a bunch of these in their inventory? Nah, I think the salads are the way to go. Definitely the way to go. If I'm desperate for heat and I don't really want to eat one of my spicy fruit salads, I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to find... Yeah. I'm sure we'll be able to find one of these plants here somewhere. Alright, I just finished future-proofing us in a few other ways. I made all the components necessary for a spy pangling and a remote, as well as the mesh for the cold suit. Hopefully that will be enough to tide us over without having to come back to the main base here for a little while. I topped off all of our power supplies, the bioreactors and the such. Nothing should really be draining any power for a while, other than just replenishing the resources I just used. There shouldn't be too much draining long-term, though. Okay, that should just leave 1 magnetite. Ugh, we are so slow. But it's doable. And we have that now. Very nice. Of course, we're going to have to be careful, try and use it sparingly, because we do not have the ion cubes yet. That is partially why I'm trying to do my very best to make sure we have all the resources that we know we'll need, that we can think of anyway, beforehand, so that we don't have to do a lot of back and forth. Or if we do have to do a lot of back and forth, that we can just leave our sea truck and all the modules over there, or at least most of them. Hang on a second, this is the crevice. Didn't it say... Actually, now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure it said it was in the deep lily pad's cave, not the crevice. The cave is at the base of our... Well, at the base of our base. Of course, I foolishly came down here without my sea truck or anything. Now I'm almost more concerned about just getting to the bottom. I think it's down here, because we're going to run out of oxygen here. Oh, there's a... Oh, phew. Oxygen plant. I mean, it's only a 1. This is the first one I've seen the entire... I thought there was more of these things down here. But if I can just get down here and max out my oxygen... Is this one? No, that's nickel. I'll take it anyway. If I can just get down here and find the artifact or architect location, then at least I won't drown. By the way, I killed the Leviathan, or, well, it's not really a Leviathan, but the little dude, the shark that was... No. I killed the shark that was down here. Figured he was just gonna get in the way and be annoying. Okay, well, at least we got here. We can refill our oxygen. That'll make me feel a lot more safe. Too bad I wasn't on the lookout for uranium. I've already gotten 5 of them. Aha! I just spotted one. Where it? There it is. 1 magnetite. Alright, now I can head out of here. If I find more, that'd be really good. I don't know exactly if we need magnetite for anything else. But in the very least, we ain't got infinite oxygen, and I don't actually know where the exit is. These places are always a lot easier to get into than they are to get out of, you know? Okay, let's quit while we're ahead and get out of here. We're pretty deep. We've only got a minute left of oxygen.
Oxygen.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna make it in time? 6? 3? Uh-oh. 0. Uh-oh. 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 This might be a death. This might be a death. Nope. Oh, no. Nope. That was death. I hate when I come up out of there. You know, I lost some belongings. Of course I lost some belongings. Duh. What I really don't like, though, is that it's so hard to find the entrance of my own base. There are some cave entrances on the sides, and I can never find them. And I was saying to myself, just dropped beacon. Excellent. Well, there's all my bits. I was saying to myself just today, I should put beacons at all of the entrances. This beacon here is like in the middle of the central area. It would make a lot more sense, I think, to move these, like this one right here. Is this an opening? Yeah, I think there's like 2 or 3 openings on the sides. Yeah, I should just make some beacons and strategically locate them. Oh dear. Look at all of my stuff. No, 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 no. Why is some things falling a lot faster than other things? Give me my stuff. Seriously though, look at how close I was able to come. I died right here. I really like this recyclotron. I just grabbed some copper and some titanium to make some more beacons, and I stupidly turned my copper into wiring kits, or copper wires instead. Well, I mean, that's handy, being able to turn them back into what they were made from. I really like that. I looked into what it would take to get the scanner room stuff going. It looks like I need another magnetite just to make the chip. I suppose I could go ahead and make the chip now and run a scan for it. But I don't know if it'd be close enough. And I don't want to, like, jip us and make us so that we can't go out without, like, right now with it. But on the other hand, there should be plenty of them down there, right? Anyway, I'm putting a whole bunch of these beacons down here like I was thinking. So this is what, northeast corner, I guess? So Omega, northeast. And then I've got 3 left over to take with us. You never know when you'll need a beacon. So west and northwest and northeast corners. These are the lower level entrances into our base. These are the ones I can never find. There's more holes that are further up, but usually if you're that high anyway, you can just go to the surface. It's when you're coming from below that it's a real problem. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. We need to wait for this to recharge anyway. And I am making a ridiculous number of spicy salads. In fact, I think we'll start putting some of these back in here. I don't think I'm gonna need all of these on the mainland. Hopefully, anyway. Anyway, I need to make another computer chip. Now, I think that I prefer range over speed. So I want 4 of those. It's going to take 1 magnetite for each one. Okay. Can you find magnetite with your current range? I should have checked this first, but it looks like you can anyway. I see 4 bits of magnetite already. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that a 5th one will pop up, because I only need 5 magnetite in order to make all of these upgrades. And have enough magnetite for the snow fox. But I'm gonna head down there. If we can, even if there's only the 4, we can make 4 range upgrades, and then it should be able to tell us where a 5th one is. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yep, it found a 5th one. Perfect. Unless one of these okay, more. If it works the way it has in the past, it will even tell you where ones that you've already picked up are located. So it is possible that we won't find any of these. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't remember getting any of these. Grab that one. Let's just grab a bunch of magnetite. See, I didn't even have to go to the bottom for this. This is great. Okay, maybe I should call it quits. This is a lot of magnetite. And now we're all the way down here. And oxygen is once again a thing. So let's see. Northeast entrance is there. West entrance is here. Well, and then the northwest. Okay, that one's the closest one. See, that's why I died last time. I could have gotten in safely. I just didn't know which side the entrances were on, couldn't find them, and the time it would have taken to try and find them, I'd have died anyway. So I had tried to go for the surface, and that didn't end up working out. Northwest entrance is right here. See? That worked perfectly. We know what our range is right here. Let's see what the range is now. Whew! Holy moly. Yep, that's a lot of stuff. I can't even see it. It's kind of in the way. Let's stop scanning though. It's gonna drain our power like nobody's business. Alright, I'm satisfied now. We've done everything that we possibly could to get prepared. I think it is time. What in the world was that shot? Oh, hello. You're still here. Nice to know. Maybe they do stay around base then. That's really cool if that's the case. Let's top off our food and water real quick. And then I think it's time for us to head off to the mainland. This little guy can watch over base, make sure nothing blows up, you know, take care of the place. Let's see, I guess it's 6 and 1/2 dozen the other. I guess we'll take this exit over here. It's time to go on an adventure to the mainland. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I'd wanted to get to the mainland in this episode, but preparation for the mainland ended up taking a little longer than I thought it would. So I think we'll just save that for the next episode. That way we don't have to leave things quite so much on a cliffhanger, because we don't know. I mean, I'm expecting the mainland to be pretty much the same as it has been, but we don't know for sure. So I say we just leave it here and pick it up next time and see what the mainland has in store for us. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you keep on coming back for more. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time. And I will see you later. Bye!